Good day guys, this video is good day guys. On this video I'm gonna show you how you good day guys. This video is gonna be about uh, good day guys. The purpose of this video is just gonna show you I'm gonna convert this industrial compressor to run on single phase power, on 240 single phase. This is a 10 horsepower. This is the old motor that was on it, 3 phase 575 volt, and then I replaced it with this guy here. This is a 10 horse 240 volt single phase. So yeah, it's quite a bit bigger because the lower the voltage, the higher the voltage, the easier it is to do to create the magnetic field and create the torque. So this one is a little bit bigger. It's 10 hours, same thing. It's gonna, my pump is gonna run at the same speed. This compressor can be bought in a 10 hours or a 15 hours. 15 hours give you 52 SCFM, not CFM, SCFM, real CFMs. So yeah, I removed the junction box here, which has the magnetic starter. This is there. It's one of the two parts we need for this conversion. We need a motor that runs on the household current and voltage, and we need a contactor. I hoped it to, which is it's a little bit harder, but I hoped to keep the enclosure to make it look like it belongs there, like the original one, and not have to drill new hole in my plate or obscure the view here and reduce cooling. Anyways, that just made up reason by myself to keep the original box and make it look as factory as possible. So yeah, I took off this motor. Yeah, if anyone wants it, I'm gonna sell it really cheap. It seems like no one needs these, because whoever needs these are factories and companies, and they just buy new, or they have their broken motor fixed up. So it's kind of no market for these, which sucks. But yeah, that's $1,000. This motor new. This one is pretty much brand new. It's perfectly fine. There's no issue with it. Spins freely. It was fine. Worked just fine before I took it off. Yeah, it's roughly $1,600 to buy that motor, but for some reason you can't even sell them for $500. So even though they're perfect shape, I think I put it up for sale for $300, and so far I only got one call, and he didn't call back or whatever. So anyways, that's enough rambling. And now the box here is right here. So that's the original box with the reset on top. I removed the magnetic starter. I'm gonna put it on eBay because a 10 horse 575 volt starter, this is something you can sell. People are gonna buy that. So this is the original box. I'm adding a 90 here, 90 on top. This is just how I'm gonna route the wires. Gonna see later. So and we figured out, because this is the second one I convert. This is the first one we bought. I bought one and my friend bought another one, but his didn't need a rebuild, so we hooked it up as fast as we could. And we figured that if we remove that little plastic thing here, this big contactor can go in there. This is a 3-phase contactor. You can see the 3-pole. This is not an issue. We're gonna loop one phase back in it, and it's gonna give us what we need. This is a 50 amp contactor. It can be set here. It's got an electronic overload which can be set. You can see the number there. This is all the amp rating you can put it at. So it can go from 37 amp to 50. So this will be plenty. It's a as I said, 50 amp, but this is for 50 amp on 3 phase, which would be a heck of a huge motor. I haven't calculated, I don't care, but on single phase, that's as big as I can go. It's pretty much 10 hours. Anyways, you cannot hook something bigger than 10 hours on 240 because the engines data just don't exist. So you have to run dual, so 2 pumps and 2 motors, or something along those lines. So that's not that's not cost effective, because if you're up to doing that, 2 pumps and two motors, you can just buy a centrifugal or a blower or something like that. It's gonna cost you around the same money. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that guy in there. I'll put it, from what I learned from converting the other compressor, is it's gonna be pretty tight here. So what I'll do, I'll offset this. I just need to run one cable here, only one 6 gauge cable that needs to run here. So I'll give myself a little bit of wiggle room here to come around, down, and hook it up in here. And my power from my wall is gonna come from here. So maybe I'll put it here or there. I'd rather put it like so here at the 90, because it's gonna drop straight to the ground. And yeah, so I'll put that guy here. I'm gonna have to enlarge the hole, run my cable here on top, go down, take one of these, because if you don't run current through all the poles, this overload won't work, or it won't work at the correct voltage. Hang on, I'm tired of hearing it leak all over the place. So there we go. So I'm gonna leave room here, and that's also gonna give me plenty of room to put my 2 lugs for my ground, because I'm gonna ground it with the largest with a spare wire I have in the wiring here. I'm gonna use that wire because when I move I can use this without a conduit. So for now I can use it here, and then I can use afterwards. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I'll mark the holes here, and I'll drill and tap. Well, mostly just drill and take some sheet metal screw or self-tapping screws, and fix that thing in the box. Okay, so I got to enlarge that hole here. So I can use my 90 here. It's gonna make it pretty neat, you'll see. That's tight enough. Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. That's all that I need. Okay, got a contactor in. Now I gotta put the overload in there. There we go. Then you have a little cover to protect the contactor from getting any dust in it. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till I'm done with the wiring, which is the next part. But right now you already saved $200 by placing your own contactor and overload inside a box, inside an existing box, instead of buying the whole contactor, overload, all that stuff neatly packaged inside another box. But as you can tell, it doesn't take much time to put it in, because if you get a pre-made box, you still have to wire it in, and that's the most time extensive part of the job. So yeah, if you're buying a new box, you don't save that much time. Look at all it took me. Okay, so there we go. You got it all mounted up in there, and now you can put your little plastic cover on there to protect the contactor. But that's not going to be for now, because I got to wire this thing in. You can buy at this point, you already saved $200, because usually what you do, you're going to buy a magnetic starter, which is the whole assembly with the box, and this is $200 more and even the cheapest one I could find was $250 for a 10 horsepower box. And these two pots here, they cost me $95 with tax, so the other one would be plus tax. So yeah, and you're not saving that much time by buying a pre-made box, because most of the time of building this system up is wiring everything. So yeah, we just save $200 right there, and the box still gonna close, still gonna be nice. And yeah, let's just add maybe 10 minutes to cut this thing off and glue it in there so it looks even more factory. But yeah, I'll take the $200. This was 10 minutes of work. Nothing too bad.